up to me. Blessings on the way, counting triple threes. Hating my reflection, sipping over to sleep.
You're locked in with Atlanta's hottest hip-hop station. The Hype 87.3.
That's right, it is your girl, TampaMystic, and we are live right here in ATL on the Hype 87.3. And today, look at this beauty right here. SALYCE, all the way from Vancouver. How you doing today?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing good. Look, she's super talented. She's super beautiful. But I want you to give us a brief introduction of what you want the world to initially know about you before we dive in. And I got all these good questions for you.
Okay, yeah, I'm a singer. I make music. I've been doing it my whole life. And that's what I want to do with my life, is music, sing, perform, entertain. Yeah.
It feels good, doesn't it?
It does.
Would you say that growing up in Vancouver at all had an influence on you for wanting to do music?
More Portland than Vancouver, and I live right next to Portland. It's basically the same thing, but I think so, because there's a lot of artists, and I went to an art school in Vancouver, so I was surrounded by artists all the time.
What was it like growing up out there? I know it's beautiful.
It is really beautiful. It's really beautiful. It's so chill compared to here. Like, I thought that we had a city, but like, this is a city.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a very low-key, very chill over there, I think, but beautiful.
Do you like doing outdoor stuff?
I do.
So you have to if you live out there, like hiking and stuff like that?
Yes.
Oh, man, I love that too. Like when I went to the West Coast, I got to hike at Zion National Park in Utah.
Yes, I've been.
Man, it was probably the most exhilarating experience ever.
Gorgeous.
Yes.
The canyon.
It's so beautiful.
Crazy.
Do you have a lot of that around where you're at?
Not like canyons, a lot of mountains,
Yeah.
a lot of green, a lot of trees. You see a lot of like those lavender flowers when you're driving up to the mountains.
That's so beautiful.
It's really beautiful.
What do the winters look like out there?
Cold. Awful. Brutal. Bad.
Wow. See, that would be difficult for me because I'm a Florida baby, you know, so it doesn't ever snow out there.
We get like a month and a half of sun, maybe, all together in a year.
Is that something that you feel like, though, you just kind of get used to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I mean, I love the rain. I love the gloom, but I love the sun. I wish it was hotter all the time.
Understood. Well, we got that. It's hot Atlanta for sure out here.
I love it.
Super hot. So you've been performing and releasing music independently for a few years now.
Yeah.
What would you say is the biggest lesson thus far that you've learned as an independent artist?
Who you surround yourself with. Yeah, because, with being with a label, I haven't been with a label yet, but I'm sure with a label, they surround you with the right people, or at least you are with a certain group of people. As an independent, it's kind of like a free-for-all. You have to meet the right people. You have to really look for who is looking out for you, who is going to build you up, and be there for you, and not use you. I've met a lot of people that were like, I want to use your voice for this song, and like you're awesome, you're talented, I want you on my song. I'm like, that's great, thank you so much, but what is in it for me? Like, I did a lot of giving, I'll go on your song, like I'll do this, like yes, I'll collab with you, and now I'm like, okay, what did I get out of that? Like, y'all got my voice, y'all loved it, and I thought it was great, it was a good time, but is it moving me forward, or am I, being used by people? Are they, so it's really like looking out for yourself.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right, because every move you make has to make sense. It really needs to be beneficial from both sides, because a lot of people come into a situation and they're not an asset, they're more of a liability. And then that leaves you like, okay, I put my hard work into that, and what are we getting out of it? Yeah. So yeah, you got to pick and choose. And there's a lot of not so honest people out here scamming independent artists. I hear about it all the time, and it's very frustrating, like you work hard for what you do, your music, your money, and it's like for people to come along and just, take it away from you, it's very, very frustrating. What keeps you encouraged through all that?
Ooh, what keeps me encouraged? God, I have to rely on myself. I've been relying on myself to motivate myself to keep going, because it is not easy. I don't think it's very encouraging, this industry sometimes. So a lot of it is up to me, up to the artist, to push yourself to keep going, to motivate yourself, find inspiration in everything, and don't lose the spark for music,
yes,
your love for writing, for creating, that is the whole reason why I'm here. It's not just to entertain and to be this person and to, you know, be flashy and look at me, but it's listen to me. What do I have to say? What did I make? Do you like what I make?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I feel like with you keeping it true to yourself, but still able to be a little bit vulnerable is what keeps you in love with the process and the journey, right?
Yes.
You know, because you're you. You can't be anybody else and nobody else can be you. So it's like, you know, live your truth, put it through your music. Would you say that the writing, recording process is like therapeutic for you as well?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like talking myself through situations. I'm like, wait, why didn't I say this to him when in the moment?
Right.
Yeah, very.
But that's a great place to put it, is through your music.
Yeah.
You know, because now you're probably helping heal other people. You know, we all go through stuff in life, whether it's maybe coming out of toxic relationships or just, you know, whatever it is, and we need a healing period, and music is definitely that. So you're helping a lot of people, I'm sure, as well.
Yeah, I hope so. I have a goal to really inspire other female artists, other girls coming up, just because of what I was involved with for a couple of years, building my brand. Like, I want to show them, like, just do it yourself.
Yes.
Do it. You can do it. You just need you. And us girls, we're so freaking strong, and we can do anything.
Yes.
So that's my.
I know that's right. So what advice would you give any young ladies out there maybe just starting in their music career and they're kind of like not knowing where to start? They're lost a little bit.
Man, advice. I'm not good at advice, but I can tell you what I did.
Okay.
I just did whatever I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I did whatever I wanted to do. And when I felt like it was time to put myself out there, I did a ton of research. I looked at, like, what is the music scene in my town? Like, what is going on in my city? How do I start there? And that's, like, really helped because I found a community of artists, of creators, of people through, like, just researching on, like, Instagram, like, looking up next open mic.
Yeah.
Where do I perform? What's going on? That's really it. You just got to put yourself out there, find that courage, keep doing what you do outside.
I feel like that was a great piece of advice.
Good.
I don't think you could have answered it any better than that.
Thanks.
Because that's what you do. You just have to put yourself out there, especially in an era where social media is so prominent. People want to constantly see what you're doing.
Yeah.
There is no privacy anymore. Once you step into certain career fields, like a music artist, you know, like people want to know, what is she doing today? Where's her next show at? They're going to go to your social media to look for that stuff. But social media is also powerful in the aspect, like you said, you can find events and stuff to go to. In your area in Vancouver, is there a lot of opportunities for artists to get involved in events or maybe podcasts, things of that nature?
Yeah, there is. There's a very niche, like, Portland, keep Portland weird. Like, it's very much a community. I feel like everyone knows everyone up there. Vancouver, Portland, I kind of put the two together.
Okay.
Just because I go to shows in Vancouver, I go to shows in Portland, and I see the same people.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood. What would you say is the most prominent genre of music in your area?
Ooh. Very hip-hop, a lot of rap, but I do see a lot of alternative.
Okay.
I do see a lot of, like, trap alternative, a lot of, like, hard rock. There's a lot of rock bands. There's a lot of bands. I just joined a band.
Okay.
I just joined a band. And they are very alternative, very, like, bluesy, jazzy, and we're working on some music right now, in fact. But, yeah, all kinds, honestly. All kinds.
I love it. That is dope. So tell us more about this band that you just joined. As much information as you want to share.
Yeah, dude. It's a pretty new band. We're still, like, figuring out a name, and we're working on songs. But I met the drummer, Cameron Ray, and he actually invited me to be to join their band, to be their lead singer.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. It's really exciting. It's only been a couple weeks, but I'm writing some songs for them. They had a bunch of already made songs that they just don't have, like, words to.
Right.
So I've been doing my homework, writing their songs, and we've been doing rehearsals every Thursdays and getting ready for our first gig. And
That is amazing. That is super exciting. Have you performed with a band before? Or is this your first time?
No, I don't think so. I feel like maybe in high school, just because I was in an art school, we did all sorts of stuff. So I definitely collaborated with a lot of musicians, but My own band, no.
So there's a lot of practices and rehearsals and things like that, definitely.
Yeah. But I mean, we definitely clicked. Like it's not going to take practice to like for us to click. It was like instant. It was awesome.
The chemistry is there.
Yeah.
I feel like when that chemistry is there, you don't have to force it. Like you said, it's going to come so naturally. Yeah. Where's your first show at?
For the band?
Yes. Do you have one lined up already?
There is one this month, but I'm going to be out of town. So I don't know. I don't know if they're going to do it yet. I think we're going to do like a monthly gig at the Laundry Room.
Okay.
Something in Portland.
That's super dope.
Yeah.
I feel like having those like monthly gigs or, you know, whether it's weekly, monthly, bi-monthly, whatever you do it, are important because it kind of builds a routine.
Yes.
And people can get more familiar with you.
Yes.
They're like, oh, on the first Tuesday of every month, we can go see. What's the name of the group?
We're still working on a name.
Okay.
Still working on a name. I think they're going by Lynx Moira right now.
Okay.
Which I'm like, okay.
But, so let me ask you this. Being that you've been a solo artist and you're now a part of a group, but you're still going to be doing your own solo thing, how do you feel like you'll be able to kind of keep your own identity when you're on the stage with a group?
I think it's going to help with my identity because as much as I love to perform on my own, it does get a little lonely up there.
Understood.
I get a little bored. And so I think it would be so much more fun to have other people to perform with, feed off of each other's energy, you know?
I couldn't agree more. I'm not an artist, but I can only imagine putting myself in that position. If I'm on the stage solo dolo versus having a whole band with me, I feel like I would have that more confidence level because I got my teammates up here with me, per se.
Fun.
Yeah. Especially performing to live music.
Yeah.
Like there's something about it that just brings out a different element.
It gets loud. And it gets everyone going.
Yes, I couldn't agree more. So who were maybe one or two artists, either songs or the artists themselves, that really made you fall in love with music?
Ooh. Okay. It depends. I have two sides to me.
Okay.
And I will give them both to girls. So there is Amy Lee from Evanescence, my rock, my alternative, my dark side. And then we got Lady Gaga, the pop, the boom, the chow, the her.
I love it though.
Those are my inspirations. I remember listening to Bad Romance as a little kid when it first came out. I'm at least 1 million of those streams. Like, that is my song. That is my girl. That is my identity. Yeah, those girls, their music. That's just me. That's just me.
No, I think that's really amazing because I feel like it's important to draw inspiration from different types of genres when you're a music artist yourself, so you don't stay boxed in, if that makes sense. Are you looking to expand more in regards to the different genres that you're involved with?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I want to do them all.
Do them all. I know that's right.
Them all at once.
Because I feel like now a lot of artists, like hip-hop artists, they're tapping into country music, Southern soul music. It's very popular right now. It always has been popular, but I think now more than ever, people are line dancing, you know. And it's fun. You know, it's feel-good music.
It is. It is. I do want to get into country a little bit. I've been thinking about it.
I can see you with that vibe. That would be cool. You got your boots and see, you got long hair. You look good with a cowboy hat on. Definitely. So you're also in the beauty industry as well.
Oh, you think so?
I think so. I think so. Look at so how do you balance, we'll say, you know, let's just keep it honest. You're a beautiful young lady. You're in the music world. You probably get a lot of people coming at you. How do you balance and handle those situations?
Kill them with kindness, man. Kill them with kindness. And every time it works because I think people approach me and they're assuming I'm going to be so mean. Like, I do have a resting, like, bee face. So I do not look approachable. And when I do get approached, it's always like, oh, like, do you have a boyfriend? I'm like, listen, I'm not interested, but hey, nice to meet you. It was good talking. Gotta go. And yeah, just kill them with kindness, man. Yeah. It's gonna come back to you. It's gonna come back to you.
Absolutely.
Even if you don't want to be in that situation, to rise above, to be graceful, to be respectful still, even if that person is, you know, beneath you, it's gonna come back. You're gonna get good karma because of it, I think.
I agree. We've been hearing that our whole lives, kill people with kindness. And it's true because it almost belittles them, but in a positive way, because we're being kind. But it if someone comes to you and says something mean and you're like, oh, were you trying to hurt my feelings with that? They're like, dang, what do I say to that? You know what I'm saying? It kind of stuns them. So it's like, you got to kill them with that kindness. Like, it's like, I remember when I was little, my mom would say, if someone bullies you, you got to act like it don't bother you because they'll keep doing it. Right? So we just got to brush it off. It's the same thing in this industry because there's a lot of trolls out there on social media. A whole lot of them, definitely. So Damned If I Don't is your first official studio album. What emotions and stories were channeling through your head and into this project when you were recording it and writing it?
I was going through such a weird time. A majority of this album was made last year. And last year, tornado, just crazy person. I had to stop drinking. I actually went sober because it was just such a long year. And I actually touch on that on, I think, a song or two, definitely on Human. But it's all about finding yourself again, losing yourself, finding your way again, going through all of them dark things. Try not to curse.
No, you can if you want to. It's okay.
Going through all that dark shit. Girl, people put you through it when you are too nice to them. And that is pretty much the whole album. Like, I'm damned if I don't just stick up for myself, put this album out, keep doing what I do because, God, I'm not going to let this stop me. Like, yeah.
I feel like a lot of women go through that because we're nurturing and we're very emotional in comparison to men. And something I know I struggle with for a long time was setting boundaries for myself. And I feel like a lot of young ladies do because, again, we're nurturing. We want to see everybody do good. We want people to love us. We got to set them boundaries.
Yeah.
What would you say is like the biggest lesson you learned from that whole situation, refinding yourself?
Don't date a rapper.
Girl, I know that's right. Never again.
Don't date a rapper, guys.
Been there, done that.
Don't do it, please.
Been there, done that.
Run. Yeah, that's my biggest lesson, I think.
I think a lot of young ladies would agree with that one. No shade, fellas, but I just feel like, and I don't try to generalize everybody, but I just feel like a lot of these young men who are rappers, they're in a certain time in their life where they're not ready to settle down. They want the glitz and the glam, and they want the women, and they want the money, and they want the jewelry, and all this, and it's like, I'm good on all that.
Yeah.
You know?
How are you gonna be all, I am not a lustful man, and then be a lustful man?
And that's what it is, especially with social media. There's so much temptation out there because it's full of beautiful women. They're constantly, it's like, I'm like, shoot, if I get another relationship, he better not be on social media. Sorry.
You better not have Instagram.
Don't know Instagram. Maybe Facebook with your family and friends, and that's about it.
I need to know a little bit.
Right. Absolutely. Definitely. So do you really hope to inspire people through your project?
Yeah, I really do. Especially young girls, especially girls that know me, especially the people that know me that know what I've been going through. I want them to see exactly how I felt and know that,
So how do you tap into your emotion when you're writing music without becoming overly emotional?
Ooh, I keep coming back to the song.
Okay.
I don't just do one song and call it good. Usually it's like I gotta rephrase it, especially if it's like, oh, that's too much. I'm giving it too much power now. Like, let me tone it down. Definitely gotta rewrite. Go back to them over time. It takes me a little while to finish certain songs just to get like exactly what's in my head onto paper, transcribed. I don't know. Yeah.
So you typically write like pen to paper? Is that your process? Or typing on the phone? Whatever.
Fingertip notepad. Yeah.
What inspires you more? Love, heartbreak, growth, or something else? Or maybe is it a combination of all the things?
I think definitely a combination, but lately it has been heartbreak.
Yeah.
It has been heartbreak because heartbreak turns into growth.
Yes.
And growth turns into actual advice that turns into actually a good song. I
Yes.
feel like advice should be made into music sometimes,
I agree.
you know?
I agree. Did you ever write excuse me. Have you ever been into poetry or write poems?
Yeah.
I kind of figured that. I don't know why. I just like that was giving. So, any of the poems that you ever wrote, did you ever turn them into a song or kind of spin an idea from one of your poems?
Definitely. I think that's how it kind of started.
Okay.
It kind of started as, I'm going to see if I can sing. Okay, I'm going to see if this poem sounds good if I sing it. It did.
That is dope.
Rhythm and poetry.
Rhythm and poetry. I love it. That could be your own genre. Definitely. So, you had the opportunity to perform at South by Southwest.
Yeah.
How was that experience for you?
It was incredible. It was incredible. I think that was my first time in the South. I've been to Florida, but I think like Texas and Georgia, I feel like this is a little different from Florida. Just because Florida has like amusement parks, Disney World, the Keys.
I'm from
lot of
Tampa,
old
so yeah, exactly. That's why I moved up here. My dad's down there, but my dad's old.
It's like where everyone wants to retire. Like
That is
it's chill,
facts.
you know. So I loved it in Austin because everyone was an artist.
Yes.
Everywhere was performing. Everything was happening at once, and I think I'm just a big energy, big city person. I love to be around all of that. Every venue was packed with people. There was people performing on every street. Like, I don't remember what street it was, but like the Strip where there's like all these venues and rodeos and bars. Oh my God, I went there every single night for a week straight. It was incredible. It was incredible. Highly recommend.
Do you ever see yourself moving to like a big city like that?
I did. I thought about it. I even thought about moving to Austin just because it was beautiful and I loved the houses. They were big and beautiful, but it is Texas, so I don't know. But city, yeah. I love Atlanta. It is crazy, and I am crazy. And I like that. I like the crazy. I saw a car stuck in the park yesterday. There was a car in a park. Like, no roads to get in the park. The car, like, probably flipped over, like, the curb on the sidewalk and is in the park, like, in the grass.
Oh, my
and they're, like,
gosh.
trying to tell him to move. Like, I love it here. It's crazy.
It is crazy here. And it's been an amazing experience. Like I said, I've been here since 2013, and I don't get out as much as I used to because I'm a little older now. But, like, when I first moved here, you couldn't keep me at home because there's so much to do here, especially as an artist. There's always events, networking events, performance events. There's a ton of like podcast and media platforms, mic drop performances. There's so much that you can get involved with. So, and the thing is too, you don't have to live right in the city. You can live, like I live in Lawrenceville, but I can still get downtown in 30 minutes. So it's like I'm not in the middle of the hustle and bustle, but I'm close enough to it to get there when I need to.
You're there. That's like me right next to Portland. I'm across the bridge,
Exactly.
20 minutes away from everything.
What is one goal that you're determined to hit by the end of this year?
Ooh, by the end of this year, oh man, I would love to hit, 5,000 monthly listeners.
Okay.
Like, I just want people to listen to the music.
Yeah.
I don't care if you follow me on Instagram. Like, go listen to my music.
Right.
Go listen to the songs. My goal is to just get more listeners, more people, more music fans.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're doing the right things. Getting out, traveling, moving around, touching different cities is exactly how you're going to gain that.
Yeah.
Especially coming to Atlanta. There's 6.57 million people in the surrounding area.
So many.
Yeah. You know what you could do maybe next time you come, just a thought, is there's billboards out here that you can purchase. Like digital billboards, and you can put ads up there. Maybe like next time you come, have an ad week running like a week before you come, because there's one right outside of Georgia State University. It's that college crowd. That's the perfect location. I can get you the information on that.
Yeah,
and you
please.
could, because it's a digital billboard, and your advertisement will run throughout the day, along with a few other people. But it's super dope because it's really, literally right outside the college. Yeah. Hey, I'm coming to the city. They need to know about it.
Yeah. Get used to my face.
Tell us more about SALYCE Beauty.
Oh, SALYCE Beauty. You want to talk about SALYCE Beauty? Okay. So I am an esthetician. I own a small business called SALYCE Beauty, and I specialize in lash extensions. I could do facials, I could do waxes, but it's mostly lash extensions.
Yeah.
I like to make girls feel pretty.
I
I
know
like
that's-
to make their dreams come true. Their dreams, but their lash dreams.
Listen, having because I wore elastic extensions for a long time. I'm kind of on the in between right now because I was wearing them for like 2 years, and my lash tech's like, you got to give your natural lashes a break because I was just getting filled. Yeah. But it makes, I don't know, there's something about having them lashes that just makes you feel good.
Yeah.
So what got you into that?
My mom.
Okay. This beauty over here.
Yes. She started as the lash tech first, and she taught me everything I know. She actually did like a whole career change. She was in the corporate world, 9 to 5, you know, working under the big man, whatever. And she said, fuck it, I'm gonna make my own business.
I know that's right.
I'm gonna do, because we started getting our lashes done when I was in high school. And she was like, girl, how much do you make? And our lash tech was like, girl. So she did a big old career change. I'm really proud of her. And eventually I kind of grandfathered my way in and I work at her salon.
That is beautiful. And listen, congratulations. I did corporate America for years and years too, and it just was not for me. I like being able to say what I want. If I want to walk around, my tattoos showing, say what I want.
Yes.
That's why I decided to become, you know, the entrepreneur route as well. I found something that I loved, just like you ladies did, and turned it into a business.
Yep.
That is beautiful. Yep. So how long you been doing lashes?
Ooh, I haven't been keeping count. I want to say like 3, 4, maybe 5
Okay.
years. I started like at least end of COVID, after COVID.
Oh, so you've been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
Okay. And you said also facials and
skincare
stuff.
Yeah.
Listen, and let me say something to the fellas. Skincare routines are not just for women. Men, take care of your skin.
Put sunscreen on. Wash your face with not a bar soap and the towel that you use to scrub your butt. That is disgusting. I know you all do it. Not all. I know some of you do it. That's horrible.
If they even wash their face.
If you even wash yourself.
I'm not trying to be mean. I'm really not. Because I have very oily skin and I have a difficult time trying to control it. So I use the astringents and I had to switch from using liquid foundation to using bare minerals because my face was so oily. But I wash my skin and I take care of it. I see some of these men and it looks like someone put Vaseline on their face. And I'm just like, and
I think some of them do.
Pores be looking pory and clogged, and I'm like, bruh, wash your face.
Those are not freckles, those are blackheads.
Yes.
Disgusting.
Disgusting. Oh, have you, okay, you ain't never got to say who, but have you had a client come like sit down with you wanting a facial and you were just like, oh my God, I got to touch their face?
Yeah, they're, I think that was my ex.
So let me just ask you this. Let's talk about that for just a moment, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Anybody who's interested in coming and they've never had a facial before, what would be a couple tips that you could offer them before arriving to you?
Oh, man. Tips.
Just to make it easier for you and it's not a kind of a gross type situation.
You know, I would just say, like, don't pick your face. Like,
Yeah.
leave it alone. Whatever's going on, let me deal with it. Because putting your fingers to your pimple is going to make it worse.
Right.
So I would just say leave it. Best advice, if you have a breakout or if you think your skin looks awful, you are touching your face too much, you're putting the wrong products on, or you're putting too many products on. It should be simple.
Absolutely, and I feel like someone like you is going to help somebody find what works for them as well, because we all have different skin types, and then as we age, because I'm in my 50s now, our skin becomes textured. Like all this texture, like pore. I didn't have that when I was younger. My skin was so smooth, and I've had to learn. I had to get away from me personally. I can't use liquid foundation because it just settles in you know, and like I switched to bare minerals and it kind of gives me a little bit smootherness, if that makes sense. So I feel like you could educate people on that as well. You and your mom both, because you both, she's been doing it for a long time. You've been doing it for a long time. That's beautiful. We need people like you in the world, keeping us glamorous and beautiful.
I got you.
What advice would you offer anybody? And we'll direct it to the ladies that are juggling being a music artist and an entrepreneur.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. What was
No,
the
that's
first
okay. Any young ladies out here who are juggling being a music artist and an entrepreneur like yourself, any tips or advice you could offer them?
Tips. Ooh. Don't forget your self-care. Don't forget to take your birth control. Don't forget to just don't forget your routine. Yeah. Like it's very easy. Don't forget to take care of yourself. That is, I think, my biggest tip, because that is my biggest flaw, is I don't take care of myself enough, or I tend to, especially because I juggle a lot. I juggle, the business and then the singing, the band, and I forget to just do my skincare routine sometimes. Yeah. Like, it comes down to just taking the 10, 20 minutes out of your day every day to settle down. Yes. Look at yourself. What's going on in your face? What's going on in your life? Like, yeah, take care of yourself.
Absolutely, because I feel like we will absolutely make time for what's important to us. However, our days sometimes are so long that I'll look at my watch and I'm like, dang, it's 12:30 and I haven't washed my face yet. Okay, get your butt in there and go out. You know what I'm saying? Because it could be so easy just to lay down and not do it, or brush your teeth or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally. Yes, that's important.
So tired at the end of the day sometimes too. I just end up passing out. I don't even have time to think. And you got to take that time.
That is facts, because I tell a lot of people, because majority of the people I sit down with are like probably my son's age, just being realistic, right? And I'll tell them, what you do in your 20s and 30s will absolutely catch up to you when you're my age. So take care of yourself now.
Absolutely.
You don't want to be 51 and you got diabetes and, and I know some of that stuff is hereditary. Yeah. However, a lot of it's preventable if you're just simply taking care of yourself. So that's great advice. Yeah.
That's why I stopped drinking.
Yeah.
I started working out, started eating clean.
You and your mom look amazing. I thought that was your sister. Like,
dude, she looks amazing.
She does look amazing. Yes, absolutely. So let's talk about 333.
Ooh, okay.
First and foremost, for anybody who hasn't heard the song, what does the song mean to you?
I called that song my sober song because it was when I decided to go clean off of everything. Yeah. I took a couple of months off of weed. I stopped doing medication. I was on like antidepressants for years, and I just saying that and like being here and not being on them is insane, because it's been 6 months of not being on them, and then 8 months of no alcohol. And so the song, this song is about me getting control of my life again. Yeah. There's a part where, half of the song is also about the toxic relationship I was in, and a big part of the reason why I wasn't taking care of myself was because of that and what I was going through. So it was really about navigating my life, finding my way back, getting strong again, finding that courage to stick up for myself, to do things for me, because to be sober, I'm not doing it for anyone else. That's something that you do for yourself. Yes. For once, I'm actually doing it for me.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you, because there's a lot of people who struggle with different types of, I don't even necessarily want to say addiction, because sometimes it's not a full-on addiction. It's just something we kind of become dependent upon. Because I used to drink a lot. And then 2017, I said, you know what? I don't want this no more. I don't want to feel like I have to drink to feel good or have a good time. Yeah. So I just, 2017, put the bottle down, stopped smoking weed, like you said, and, I try to do everything the all natural out. So I'm definitely proud of you. How do you feel?
I feel great. Yeah. I feel great. I definitely have a clear head. I'm more happy. I got more time because I'm not out being drunk or out being stupid. And, for the few months that I wasn't smoking weed, I was resetting my body. Like, I could feel my lungs getting better. Just so many things. It's a whole hard reset.
So what's keeping you on that path of not going back to drinking? And, like you said, you had to take antidepressants. What's keeping you from going back that route?
Just remembering where I was. Yeah. Just remembering how down bad I was, remembering all the shit I did for a man and all the shit the man did to me, and just remembering why I'm here, because I'm not going back.
And taking time to heal yourself too, because coming out of a relationship, especially if it's a toxic one, I feel like if it takes a year, 2, 3, 4, whatever it is, I took an 8-year break from a toxic relationship.
Shit, yeah.
And then I went back into another relationship that wasn't toxic, but it wasn't for me. He was a lot younger than me, and I should have known better.
It happens.
Yeah, so it's like now I'm kind of in that healing space again, and I feel like, I love being by myself. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm so independent.
Yeah, I can tell.
So independent. I love it.
Definitely. So we do have the song here loaded up and ready to go. Before we get into it, is there anything else that you're working on, like a project or that anything we need to know about before we check out the song?
Man, I'm working on a lot. Okay. I'm working on it.
You just have to stay tuned for it. So for anybody who wants to keep up with your journey, to see everything that you're working on, where can they follow you on your socials?
You can find me anywhere at SALYCE. I'm on Facebook too, but girl, that's Facebook.
Yeah.
Go find my Instagram.
I know
Go find
that's
my
right.
TikTok. I'm more cool over there. I'm more fun. Yeah, SALYCE, SALYCE. I know it's a little different, but that's me.
Is SALYCE your name?
No.
That's your artist name?
Yeah, I kind of gave myself that name. It's a mix of my middle and my first name.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it though. I like it because it's different, but it's pretty too.
Thanks.
I love it because there's not another one out there.
Oh, yeah.
If I go and search for SALYCE, you're going to pop up.
Yeah. At least it's spelt that way.
Exactly. Absolutely. Who do you want to give thanks to that's been loving you and supporting you through your journey?
Whew. My mom.
Yeah.
My best friend, Casey. I love you so much. Been there through all of it. He's my photographer, my videographer. Been there through high school. He's my best friend. Love you. My family, my cousins. That's it.
And yourself too.
And myself.
Yes. Love on yourself too, because it sounds like you've endured some things and you're here to talk about it. That's all that matters.
We're here.
You should be so proud of yourself. I know your mom's proud of you. I just met you, but I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's go ahead and check out the song if you can introduce it for us.
Let's do it. This is 333 by me, SALYCE.
You guys stay tuned for it.
Come and see what all the hype is about. Tune in to The Hype 87.3.
Reflection sipping over the sink. One bad bitch staring back at me. I don't wanna change and it's up to me. Blessings on the way, counting triple threes. Hating my reflection sipping over the sink. One bad bitch staring back.